yes. Sunday is Father's Day.
Yes, it is.
18th June. And as a father, I look forward to that.
You do, eh?
I'm sure that my little boy will come to me and say, Daddy,
Happy Father's Day, and come and put his head on your chest, and then maybe you'll get lucky that night.
No, the young man who says that mummies have hair, boys have hair, girls have hair, daddies don't have hair. And I said, no, but daddies
That's
have hair.
his experience.
Said, no, daddy, you don't have hair.
No, daddies don't have hair. Daddies don't have hair.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so, but it's good. You enjoy them. You
Yeah.
enjoy the young ones. I think a lot of us are enjoying fatherhood these days more than our fathers may have
I mean,
enjoyed.
fatherhood now is very hands-on. And much more than it was many years ago. The norm many years ago was, your father is usually at a bit of a distance, and the provider, protector, but not necessarily hands-on. But times have changed. I mean, and so dads are so hands-on, and I just love it when I go out, either to the shops or to restaurants, and you see fathers with the baby in the sling, in front of them, and you see the fathers with their daughters and with their sons, and it's so beautiful to watch because fathers have such a profound effect on their children. Much more than even my experience with my dad is watching my children's experience with their dad. The confidence, the affirmation. No matter how many times I tell my daughter she's beautiful, her face does not light up as much when her father tells her, you are gorgeous. She lights up under his love, and to see the confidence that my son has, when he's walking with his dad, and it's like we're buddies, but you're my protector and you're looking out for me, and I have this person who is like me, but is an older version and is there to guide me. It's so profound, that father figure, and for a very long time we've missed that. I also know that, even spiritually, the enemy has attacked the role of fathers a lot because fathers bring a certain grounding, a certain discipline, to the family unit and to that relationship. And so when there's the absence of a father, you see that things which could have been different are not so different. One of my favorite memories is a friend of mine. They were about 8, and every time their father comes home from work, like scate in the house, like in 5 minutes, what their mother has been screaming about the whole day is done. Like everybody's suddenly a
really?
serious person. Yeah, and it's just because it's not because dad was, an over disciplinarian or anything, but it's just that sort of reverence that naturally and innately we have for our fathers. So daddy comes home and then, everything comes into place. I also have a friend who would, he was very naughty growing up. So he would do all the naughty things in the house and he won't cry. As soon as he hears Papa and Daddy comes out of the car, then he starts crying. So then he'll start reporting all the things from the morning till the evening, to his dad. But I'm saying that fathers are just such an amazing, thing, an institution. And so I remember my dad when telephones started coming into households many years ago when I was growing up, and I dreaded my friends calling me on the phone, because if my friends called me on the phone and you did not engage in proper phone etiquette, then I would hear my dad for 15 to 20 minutes giving said particular friend a lecture, and if they were not lucky, then he would ask that their parents come on the phone for him to lecture their parents on how they have not taught their children how to speak on the phone.
Hey.
But these things stay with you, and in light of those lectures, a few days before he passed, I was on the morning show, I think 2 days or so, and he heard me speak, and he sent me a long lecture on the fact that when I'm speaking, I should make sure that there are rises and falls, and that my voice doesn't become monotonous, and the importance of having an undertone of melody in your voice so that you can keep your audience. I didn't know.
That's a pharmacist.
Yes, I didn't know that was going to be his last message to me, but it was a long lecture on speaking properly. And that spanned obviously all across his life. My point is that there's nobody quite like a father who is present. The thing is, Winston, The reason why I think sometimes fathers don't get the credit that they deserve is that so many times we, the mothers, judge a father's performance by his ability to love the mother.
Yeah.
And so that the marriage relationship or the love relationship tarnishes the father-child relationship when it shouldn't, because they're two very, very separate relationships. Do you get what I mean? And so we manage to paint the men as not so good because of the way maybe they're unable to love us. And then we translate that onto our children. I think that we should also really focus on changing that narrative. He may not have been a good husband. Doesn't mean that he's not a good father. Or doesn't mean that he cannot be a good father.
You're right. I mean, you made a very important point there. I mean, well, in my case, fortunately, unfortunately, I'll tell you one thing. The children had some few issues with our father one day. So we were discussing it. And our mother then she got angry with us. Now, why are we, saying those things about our father? If it's Father's Day on Sunday, the first person who would call me probably would be my mother.
To remind you
To remind you that you call your father.
Yeah.
Call your father and wish him a happy Father's Day. And for us, we saw it. I mean, I could see, in our case, my mother was the disciplinarian at home.
Okay.
So whenever we did something bad, and she has set the rules, if you go against it, the beating is there. We'll wait for our father to come home. Once he comes home, we'll pretend as if we're helping him with his bag, then we'll go into the house. And then it means that when you go into the house with your father, my mother is not going to beat you. But even then, she'll try to beat you. But my father will say no. His point always was, that's not how you don't raise children by beating them. Talk to them, and they will change. Talk to them, and they will change. I mean, if you beat them and they get used to the beating,
then it becomes
like part of their lifestyle. So they know that, once I do the wrong thing, you beat me, and that's the end of it. And so in his case, we're always waiting for him to close. He gets into the house, then we'll follow him. And after secondary school, because you need to have conversations about what you want to do, what you want to be in life, it became him. And it's been like that. So that's it basically. Look, let's read some of the messages that have come in. Lots of the messages have come in this morning. We'll be doing them shortly. But first, the Electricity Company of Ghana wishes to inform our cherished customers who have paid up for new service and separate meter service provision that they should visit their respective ECG district offices to be served as applied for. Customers should please note and take along their receipt of payment and any national ID card to ascertain their identity and for the necessary official process and documentation. ECG takes this opportunity to remind all that customers who are caught to be involved in any form of illegality will be charged with the criminal offense of stealing in accordance with law, and their name is published widely. Help ECG serve you better.
So I have a question for you, and you were teasing me about it this morning, but what is exciting, delicious, creamy, and rich with vitamins, minerals, and has the goodness of cocoa all at the same time? Can you guess what it is? I'll tell you.
Niche.
It's the brand new Niche chocolate drink made with Ghana's finest wholesome cocoa. Niche chocolate is full of delicious goodness. Niche chocolate drink comes in the 250ml bottle and the 180ml Tetra Pak so that you can enjoy it big or small. It's great for all members of the family. Visit a shop near you to get yours, and I know that you would love it. Contact 0531-828292, 0277-779560.
And Adansi Travels, the 2022 Best Tour Operator by the Ghana Tourism Authority, is pleased to invite you to join their 10th anniversary trip to Dubai. Now, this 10-day fun-filled trip starts from the 10th of August on a chartered Emirate flight to Dubai and promises to offer you a wonderful holiday experience like never before. There's an option of a 3-star, 4-star, 5-star hotel to choose from and a guaranteed unforgettable fun experience at Dubai Desert with the legend himself, Sangmene Samini, performing live at the camp. Now, look, you can't miss this trip for anything.
I'll be one of his backup singers.
Oh, great. And the good news is that the rate starts from as low as $1,650 to cover your Emirate flight, hotel accommodation, visa, tours, airport transfer, and selected meals. To book, visit adansitravels.com or call 0595 500 817 or 059 3850082. Please note that apart from the chartered flight on the 10th to the 19th of August, you can also join the trip on either the 13th of August or 15th of August. Adansi at 10, it's a vibe. Book now to feel the beauty of life with her dancing.
We know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. So we won't let banking be one of the things that get in your way. That's why with Access Digital Channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want to, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Banking has never been easier. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues and your DSTV subscription, and many more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with Access Digital Channels. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply. Visit absa.com.gh for further details.
Before life removed all the innocence, my father would lift me high and dance with my mother and me, and then spin me around till I fell asleep. Then up the stairs he would carry me, and I knew for sure I was loved if I could get
finishing, things were not so difficult. I remember when I finished my law course way back in 1981 at Commercial Bank at Ghana Airways. And I started at Commercial Bank, left there, came to Smith, where I stayed for. And things were smooth. I didn't feel too much of a thing. So I must say that they were lucky. And that also made me become more responsible in taking care of them. Right. So for me, in terms of what involves in being a father, it's been one of, first, you have to be responsible and make sure you take good care of the kids. What you can do or where you couldn't reach, make sure they reach there. And then imbuing in them certain principles. But in doing all this, I must be very honest, you can't do all this without having a mother who is prepared to assist greatly. Because let's be honest, we the fathers, at times, we don't have too much time. Right? We go through a lot of things, going up and down, living our own life, and the rest. So for me, being a responsible father is also assisted by whoever also helps you in the house in taking care of the kids.
How much do you think that the role of the father has changed from the time when you were a son to now that you are a father?
Oh, it has changed drastically, because I wouldn't call it draconian days, but during our time, I mean, the discipline was quite different, right? I mean, they were very hard on us. But these days, I mean, you know that there's a lot of libertarian principles, right? So you have to balance it and make sure that as much as possible, you draw the line between hard discipline and giving them the freedom to do what they want to do. Right.
Okay.
So that to me is the main difference. Now you need to judge with them, listen to them, and find a psychological way of convincing them if you want them to do something. And if it happens that they have a different way of doing things, you just have to see how you can handle it. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Lots
So-
of differences.
Yes.
there.
So if you look back, Ernest Thompson, let me just welcome our listeners from Kumasi who are listening to us on Love 99.5 FM. Finally, from me. So if you look back of, your days as a father up until now, anything you'd say
If I
you've missed, or anything you say maybe I should have done it differently?
Oh, that's a very difficult one to handle. All right. So I can give you a typical example.
Okay.
One of the two boys, they were very good in school. And I told them that, look, all of you can do medicine. There were two boys. I said, all of you can do medicine. Somebody has to do law because I'm a lawyer.
Okay.
And I had to force one of them, the second one, to go and do the law. With hindsight, I said, oh, this one situation I shouldn't have done. I should have let him to do whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I had to do it at a price, because then he put on the table that, okay, right, if you say I shouldn't go be a doctor like the first one, then these are my terms. I'll go and do the law, but you have to make sure that you also do this for me. And I have to accept it. With hindsight, I would have said maybe I should have let him to do whatever he wanted to do. But it's okay after he did the law. And I think he's in the UK now practicing as a solicitor.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. Well, we know you're going to court, so let's just leave it like that, so that you can go to court. And once again, happy birthday to you, Ernest Thompson. Thank you so much for joining us.
And let me also thank you, people. I'm an avid listener to your program, and I think you are doing a very good work for Mother Ghana.
Thank you.
Having been an interviewer on Talking Points and the rest, I know the difficulty you have doing the kind of job you are doing. Today, depending on how the interview goes, you'll be labeled as belonging to here and belonging to there. But I think people have been doing a very good work. And then say a very big thank you to your overall boss, Kwesi, for me. He's a very, very close friend of mine.
Okay.
As you know.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank
very
you so much, and a happy birthday to you.
Me around till I fell asleep.
engage you in a conversation about journalism. Now, he's a journalist, so for those who know him would know. He used to work with the Daily Graphic. He was a Volta regional editor at a point in time. He spends all his time listening to you, and after every interview, you're going to get a call from him that says, I didn't like this part.
Yeah, right?
I didn't like that part. I felt you took part in the conversation. That's not your role. Let the person speak. Then one day I was there. So I remember one day I called Elvis and I said, oh, my father has asked me to ask you to give me feedback on this interview that he felt I didn't do well. And you know Elvis, may his soul rest in peace, said, oh, Mr. Amoah, we appreciate you. That was a good interview. But I'm telling myself no. Then one day I finish an interview and he calls me and says, oh, this is your best interview.
Wow.
I like this one. So my feedback is from my father all the time. You know, when you're doing well, and he doesn't mince words, when you're doing well,
he'll tell you you're doing
when
you're
well.
not doing
when you're
well.
not doing well, he'll tell you you're not doing well. You know, when we were growing up, we used to say examination favors the fool. And he said, if he was a fool, he wouldn't learn and pass. But of course, you can fail exam. It doesn't mean that you are a fool.
Yeah.
So if you fail today, get up. And he gives me an example that he wrote A-level 3 times.
Wow.
Yes, because, as a private candidate, he wrote it 3 times before he eventually made it. And his life stories would shape your thinking about everything that you do. But of course, we have not celebrated our fathers enough because just as the pastor said yesterday, you know, mothers are the CEOs.
Yeah.
And you get to deal with them some more. And so you don't see your fathers often and you think they may not be there. And like you said, if a mother has a problem with a father,
then
you're
it
finished.
translates
To
into
the
the
side.
but of course things are changing. Just one more story and then I'm gonna tell you. Actually, let me just go to the messages. Okay, so this one is from Ishak Baba. He says, and remember that we had asked at the beginning of the show some of the things that your fathers have said to you that you can't forget or that have made a great impact. Ishak Baba says, my father advised me never to be ungrateful to those who always help me. May his soul rest in peace. Rogue Ghana says, my dad told me to always take responsibility for your actions. It's important to own up to your mistakes and learn from them. Taking responsibility shows maturity and helps you to grow as a person. That Josh says, nah, can't read the tree. I think you have. What does
Let
he
me
say?
see. Unya sempa and kanche we. Hey.
Wow. Okay. Oh, not surprising. I couldn't read it. Hotel Bill 305 says it will not be like this forever. That's what his dad used to say. Wow. Enzo General said his dad used to say, "Don't give your heart to a woman. Always use your head." All right. Junior Masaudu says, "My son, please don't be deceived that there's any juju that is more powerful than asking Allah to always give you luck." Mr. Masaudu Adams used to say that. That's Junior's dad. And Anne Amwakwa says her dad used to say, "Anne, humble yourself as a woman. That will make a name for you someday." There was when I turned 18, my dad told me that there are women in this world who are beautiful and there are women who are not. So look in the mirror and decide which one you are. If you are beautiful, then your character will not always matter. But if you are not, then know that your character has to matter. And he really emphasized on the second part. So I was like, what are you trying to say? I get his point. His point was that be realistic about who you are and then find ways so that you have the balance or so that you don't lose the advantage.
Before we go for a break, I'll tell you what my father used to tell my sisters. I would always eavesdrop into their conversation.
Wow.
He says, the easiest thing a man can tell a woman is, "I'll marry you." He may never mean it.
Yeah.
And so don't be deceived by a man saying, "I'll marry you." And then when he comes to us, he says, don't go and promise any woman you marry her. Some women will never let you go. If you go promising that you marry her, they will insist. And if a woman decides to give you trouble,
Yeah, that's trouble.
mind you, everything a woman says is what we believe, not what a man says.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
you have an issue with a woman, what she says is what we believe.
It's what we believe,
Not
not
you.
what you said. That's very, very true.
Anyway,
We're going to take a break.
when we come back, we get to hear
From you.
your stories.
Yes. We want to know what your dad said that impacted you the most. We also want to hear your favorite memories
Yes.
of your dad, the things that he is, and then also just give you the chance to wish your father a happy Father's Day. And I will say this, if your dad is still alive, then you have an amazing opportunity to honor him because you just never know. And some of us had to learn that the hard way. So don't be one of those. We'll be right back after the break.
Another walk.
Give some more on LED smart TVs, smart refrigerators, smart inverter air conditioners, freezers, mobile phones, laptops, printers. Grab your Infinix, Xiaomi, Tecno, HP, Lenovo, and all your brands only at Electromat. Rush to the nearest Electromat shop. Call 0302-247771. Electromat, your world of electronics.
Hey, Charlie, the journey to your house is not for mere mortals. Going through more trotros than the number of people you have dated. The sandwiching of strangers with peculiar body colognes. Hey. Let's not mention the booga skills your trotro drivers demonstrate on the road. The number of mates misses out to your final bus stop. But you've got this. Wake up your vim with Lucozade. Because with Lucozade, you always make it through. Lucozade, restore your energy. This advert is FDA approved.
It does get better anytime your favorite shop, Melcom, says it did for you and got you covered with all your daily need items. Continue shopping on products ranging from groceries, stationery, electronics, homeware, kitchenware, furniture, home decor, electricals, and many more at low prices. Terms and conditions apply. Melcom, where Ghana shops.
Anytime is a good time to have a break. Introducing Munchie Anytime Crackers. It's perfect for break times, party times, movie times, and snack times. Savor the moment. Enjoy Munchie Anytime Crackers anytime. Munchie Anytime Crackers. It's light and tasty.
This outfit is FDA approved.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn. You know buff, you know chop. Where it vanish for your area for 2 weeks. You not get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey.
Hajia, our life was in dangerous. Only our neighbor get water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank get meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selenium. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepe, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! As my boss, Mr. Poncho, go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank! By Duraplast.
You do know that you cannot always do things the same way and expect different results, right? How about changing your strategy and giving your team members a different perspective to life? Do things differently. Conduct your next corporate meetings, conferences, and workshops at sea on a cruise ship whilst cruising to breathtaking destinations. Your participants will love it, and you'll be amazed at their level of commitment, productivity, and ultimately, you get to save a lot. As they say, happy workers, happy results. Motivate and reward your agents, affiliates, and staff with an all-inclusive cruise package to the Mediterranean, Southern Africa, Greek islands, and the Persian Gulf. For inquiries, call your cruise people on 0308 251 055 or visit yourcruisepeople.com.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Allows credit top-up for your smart prepaid meters, accept payment from mobile money wallets, Visa and MasterCard for ECG transactions, generates bank invoice for payment, serves as platform for reporting and resolving issues, and accept payment for all invoices generated by ECG, refunds challenge top-ups, provides history of payment transaction and consumption information, provides notification and alerts from ECG. It's convenient, safe, and secure for use 24/7. Customers should please download the ECG Power app from Google Play Store, App Store. Customers with non-smartphones should dial *226# to access the ECG Power app for all transactions. For assistance or further information, visit the nearest ECG office or website at ecg.com.gh or contact our call center on 0302 611 611. Okay, I think we have a caller. Chief Bokwe.
Bokwe.
Bokwe. Okay. Okay, Chief, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning.
Great.
Interesting. You guys are really pushing up the Father's Day. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
2 things my father told us, myself and my siblings, that stuck with me till date are: 1, that when you are in a relationship, whatever you do for your partner, be it that you bought, in fact, he emphasized, be it that you bought a car for your partner or you bought a house during the relationship, if the relationship goes sour, never you ever go back for those things. You should let them go. Because you did those things when the person is worth those material things you gave to the person.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yes, that is 1. Secondly, he told us that never you struggle to get things that are beyond your means, because better things will come up tomorrow. The better brand of whatever comes out tomorrow. So don't die for today. These are 2 items he made us, and they stuck with me till date.
Thank you very, very much, Chief, from Community 25. Let's go to Teshi. Peter, good morning.
Morning, what's it?
Yes, Peter.
Lucky me for.
Me for.
This morning I just want to express what my father has done for me. I was going to school, that's middle school.
Okay.
I was not going to school properly, but then I was in the village. I don't know anything. So he has a car, commercial vehicle. So I was a mate. At times I go to school once in a week or once in a month. So it gets to the point my dad realized that what I'm doing, it will not help me. One day he hold my hand and send me to somebody that I should go and let the carpentry work. If I come back home, he will kill me.
Hey.
My mommy he said no. But I thank God today, that is a food on my table today. After all that, from 4 middle school level, I can't do anything. I have my first degree today. Because after finishing the carpentry work, I have to come to Accra. And by the person that I'm coming to work with, they say it's a machine shop. If you don't know anything, you can't work with the machine.
Sure.
So I had to go back to school. The very day that I finished my carpentry work, that was 1989, my dad died the same month. He got another accident and died.
Oh.
He doesn't spend any of my penny, but I thank God that he have done a great thing in my life. Today I am a building contractor by profession.
Wow.
I just want to thank you, wherever he may be. He may so rest in perfect peace. He have done a lot in my life. If it were not to be him, I would be in the village by this time. I'll be struggling in the village by this time. I'll be struggling in the village by this time. So do me a favor. Auntie Akos, I know you are listening to me. Please, I lost your number. Please call me, Peter. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
Wow.
Peter.
Yeah. That
well,
Auntie Akos is very, very urgent. Please call Peter wherever you are. Okay. He has lost your number.
Well, you can also join us on 0302-216-541 and then 055-1111-997. Share with us the things your father said to you that have stuck with you up until now, and even memories of your father. Let's go to Jamestown. Salam, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Salam.
And I know you people there, you are that a bit too. All good stories everywhere.
Okay.
Anyway, my father, I didn't even stay with my father. I'm out from a broken home. So I stayed with my God. But my father, he was a good man. If you go and say something about it, my father, he will listen. But when I was young, I was very, very obedient and very quiet, not that kind of troublesome. So sometimes when you say something about me, he doesn't even believe it. At times when the things he himself meet me and gets annoyed, the only thing you hear him say, that means look at this. and then he will run small, and then he will just leave me. So my father was good. Even as at now, I'm the only boy, one girl. So we are so right now we look like a brother. So when you see us, you don't even see the difference. The structure, everything is the same. And that's how it was. We didn't enjoy this luxury of this things. At least once in a while he comes around, gives some few things. I was staying with my grandmother in home. So that was it. My father is a good man. You have a happy Father's Day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Salam from Jamestown. Kweku is in Tema. Kweku, good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Yes, Kweku.
Before let me say good morning to your panel, your co-host. Sorry. Yes, shout out to her.
Hi, Kweku.
Yes, she's a United fan, so every United fan shout out to their father. Listening to my dad. I've lost him about 12 years now, though, but when we were young, anytime he corrects you, later on, whether you get angry or not, he'll call you and tell you, it's not like I like you, I'm only want you to be somebody better or somebody good in street. You know, so shout out to my dad everywhere. May his stories. Sometimes I sit back and I ask myself, the current job that myself and my brothers are doing, what about if we are renting? You know, the man built, he did everything for us. He made much accommodations for us so that just for our future. So for now, we are not renting. So sometimes, what about if we are renting?
Okay.
So shout out to our dad.
Thank you very much, Kweku from Tema. Let's go to Akuse. Kafui, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Kafui, how are you doing?
I'm very well. How are you?
God is taking care of his children.
We thank God. So, I want to wish my dad a happy Father's Day.
Okay.
He's Togbe Tutu, but he's known in private life as Brian Kosiwuto. And my dad is one of the most peace-loving people I've ever known in my life.
Okay.
You know, growing up, there was this time a gentleman owed me some money, and he did some work for my dad. So I told my dad that when the work is done and he wants to pay the gentleman, he should take the money the guy owes me before he gives him the rest of the money. And my dad just asked me one question. He was like, if he doesn't pay me that money, will I lose it? Will anything bad befall me? And he said no. And he said, well, the gentleman needs the money more than I do. So I should just let it go. What if money would really come to me?
Sure.
And for that particular incident, I don't really stress myself so much when people are indebted to me and they fail to pay. Because I know that I may be in a better place than they are. And so I tend to let certain things go. And there have been several occasions where people have come to a warring factions, and he always takes the peace route. And I admire him so much for that. He's taking care of all four of us. We are 4 girls, actually.
Wow.
And he's educated all of us to the highest level. And we are so grateful for him. He's opened his arms to so many other people. And we just want to wish him a very, very happy Father's Day. And pray the good Lord continues to bless him and enlarge his ministries.
Thank you very much, Kafi, for those sweet words about your father. Enoch is in Alajo. Enoch, good morning.
Hey, Winston.
Yes, I.
Good morning. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Tell us.
As for my father, he's a useless father.
Oh, Enoch, hold on. Enoch, hold on. I mean, every person in this world has a use. Every person has a role to play.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you may have had issues, but I'm sure those issues may have actually even shaped you, maybe in different ways to make you who you are today. So please continue.
So I got to know him at the age of 18 years. Then, anytime I call this man for school fees, stories upon story, then the fact is, I'm the only child. Anytime you call this man, I'm not having money. But he has a lot of property. He prefers to use his money to change small girl than pay your son's school fees. That's why I said earlier on, he's not a good father at all.
Okay.
So end of my experience is not wasting my experience is not easy at all.
So Enoch, I just want to ask you that. So from your experience of your father, do you feel that his negligence or all of that is going to shape the kind of father that you would be because of the pain that you have felt?
Yes.
So what kind of father do you plan on being?
To be responsible and take good care of my children, especially good education. Currently, I'm doing my first degree. Then I call this old boy. Oh, my school fees is around 5,000-6,000. So I need only 1,000 cedis from you to help me. So then this man called saying, I'm not having money. The reason main, he said, during Xmas, you decide not to call me. So it means I'm not having money.
All right.
That's tough. We're really sorry about your experience, but we pray that you're able to turn it around and be an awesome father for your children. All right. So we have Leslie calling us now from somewhere in Accra. Hello, Leslie.
Hello, Enimo, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So would you like to share your story?
God bless you.
Amen.
Because let me tell you, my father, when I was young, early in the morning before we go to school, my dad wake up early in the morning and go to town. We'll be there waiting for our dad. Our dad will come with money and give us money for us to go to school. Every day, that was the man does. Before he comes, the woman will be very furious with him. But whereby we don't know whereby the man goes. The man has to go out and look for money. So when I was growing up, I came to see that this man was suffering to have to go out from the house and go and hustle myself. And today, I'm telling you, what my father did for us, I could see that my mother was a very wicked woman. Because by then, the man is suffering to take care of us, be a responsible man. But every day, this man will be telling us, our father is a foolish man. It's a womanizer, it's this and so. Anyway, may God bless you. Men are suffering because every man wants to be a responsible man. But women don't see it. Sometimes we think if we get the money, we give it to the woman will take care of the children. And the woman will start polluting the children against the father. That's why we are still suffering. Anyway, may God bless you for today, for talking for us.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, anymore. Yes, I mean, I keep getting the messages, people saying that, oh, you've made a good point for men. Folks, stay with us. We'll go for some few messages from our partners. We'll be right back to pick your calls.
Before life removed all the innocence, my
not get the memo. Times are tough. Prices are going up. They're giving 10% discount, free pillows with every purchase. Hey, Royal Foam. Just when you thought all they manufacture are quality but affordable mattresses and pillows, they take it up a notch by being thoughtful in these hard times. Royal Foam has reduced their prices drastically. Buy a mattress, get a free pillow. Enjoy 10% discount instantly, nationwide. Take advantage. Enjoy Royal Foam. Enjoy the best.
Call Royal Foam today on 020-227-1000 for more information.
Royal Foam. Rest assured.
Charlie, your office they shine, oh.
Yes, so I tell you, say for proper and modern ceiling solutions, the answer be Interface Limited. Them get in stock acoustic ceilings where you go fit make your office fine like my own.
Or even better pass your own self.
We can better pass my own.
Charlie, I go Interface right now.
Interface Limited is the leading supplier and installer of finishing input materials for the building and construction industry in Ghana. Call us on 0274 999999 or visit our website at
www.interfacelimited.net. Facebook Interface Limited GH. Instagram interface.limited.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities from 1,500 cedis upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID, no savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. What are you waiting for? Call Quick Credit today. 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
Say donut, 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 donut. Hey, donut, 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 donut. Donut, donut. Then come cotton. Donut, donut, donut. Malaria syrup, donut. Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D no not now. Oh, malaria chill. Oh, popo. What do you do? I want the donut. No. Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat it scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu hu se malaria wa wumujam ansana wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo hwa ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
Someone smells great here. And fresh, my love. I wish I could stay in the shower all day. I know, right? Nothing beats a bath with geisha soap. It smells so good, it lasts long, and it's enriched with natural ingredients that work wonders for my skin.
And it now comes with a fresh new look, giving us even more reasons to love our geisha bar.
New and improved geisha soap. Great new look, better fragrance, same natural ingredients, still all last time. This advert is FDA approved.
Be strong and last long. Like geisha.
Hi, Mr. Dazi. 4 of your Jumia packages are ready for pickup.
Jumia, we are good. I go take this Jumia anniversary chop party kasa.
Making sure my washing machine about
Daddy, and my smartwatch.
My dears, no worries. All our items are ready for pickup. Jumia anniversary sale is live from 14th to 30th June. Shop what you need and love. And party with special Jumia anniversary deals and true convenience. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
The system has nothing on her. Those in power fear what she can do. She is Madame, and she is coming. On one hand, she's a humanitarian, and on the other, she's using them to seduce men in power for favors. Madame is a new drama series that explores the evils of an uncontrolled system where young women are exploited. Premiering Monday, 8th May at 8 p.m. on Aquaba Magic, DSTV channel 150 and Go TV channel 102. Stay connected on star 759#.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
That transformed your life, things that have stayed with you right from the times your father said it to you up till today. We're getting on the phone lines to have another conversation. Just stay with us and we'll get into that conversation. Shortly, another father will be joining us. But first, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited says, look, all you have to do these days is just to log on to kingdomstoreonline.com and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time. They offer free delivery within Accra and Tamale, accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions, however, apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Now it is your time to enjoy the Royal Foam mattress at an affordable rate. Things are really hard and prices of goods and services are on the rise every day. That's why Royal Farm is bringing you a sales promotion dubbed Wonsowum Renye. It is your time to enjoy a 10% discount of the current prices of our mattresses. Yes, a 10% discount on our mattresses with free pillows in addition. So rush to all Royal Foam shops and get a 10% discount on every mattress purchase and as well enjoy your free pillow. Call us on 020-227-1000 for more information. Royal Foam, rest assured.
I like your tree. Perfect. Anyway, Yummy introducing the new super delicious and yummy Macberry Twist Cupcake. The Macberry Twist Cupcake cupcakes are baked with natural ingredients and come in 2 flavors, vanilla and chocolate. They taste good as they look. They taste as good as they look. And the best part is they're affordable. So hurry, get a whole pack for your family. Macberry Twist Cupcake is healthy and comes in handy as portable snack for your kids to eat and share with friends at schools. Indulge in the deliciously baked and irresistible taste of Macberry Twist Cupcake and enjoy the goodness in every bite. It is available in every supermarket and provision shop near you. Macberry Twist Cupcake, simply irresistible. This advert is FDA approved.
Are you an I'm going to start again. Are you an FMCG or retail distributor looking to expand your business? We have great news for you. CBL West Africa, producers of the Munchie range of biscuits, are opening their doors to distributors across the country. If you're a businessman or woman with over 1 year experience in the distribution of fast-moving goods, an adequate storage facility in at least 1 vehicle, then this is your chance to be an authorized CBL Munchie distributor. Interested candidates should contact us on 024-485-6141 for more information. Munchie, munch into happiness.
Great, anyone, so let's get on to the phone lines now, and we're joined by Dr. Daniel Macaulay, who is chairman of the MacDan Group of Companies, also celebrating his birthday today. So, Dr. Macaulay, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Oh, and happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, great. So what are you doing today? It's a Friday. I mean, your birthday falls on a Friday. It means that more partying?
Today, actually, I'm in hibernation.
Oh.
I decide to sit somewhere quiet and do some reading, do some writing, read through some contracts that I didn't get the opportunity to. So as we speak, I'm sitting by the river in Ada.
Wow.
Quietly, alone, doing a lot of reading.
Oh, that's a great atmosphere to be in. I mean, sitting by the riverside.
Yes.
So, I mean, Sunday is Father's Day, and you're a father. You've talked about the joys of fatherhood, if I could put it that way. Tell us your fatherhood experience. What excites you about being a father?
I always say that 2 things make me happy in this world. Seeing my children making noise around the house and success. These are the 2 things that makes me happy. So being a father is a great experience. And I thank God for the kind of children I have around me. But invariably, the praises and everything goes to the mothers. So at times, despite the fact that we don't share their money with them, we revere them, and they normally take our glory. But being a father is a wonderful thing to have as a father. I mean.
So let's look at how you do it. Okay, so you've talked about the excitement with you have when kids are making noise around you. But for you, how do you play your father role?
And fathers are there to instill discipline into their children. Fathers are to, in terms of value, I call it value creation. The world is changing so fast, so fatherhood must change. Our children are becoming smarter, so we have to be closer to our children. So my role to my kids, I'm closer to them, and their mothers get jealous. So as a father, you have to be affable and be also approachable in the modern world of fatherhood. So with me and my kids, we don't have much distance. Anytime I close from work, I get home, every single child in that environment run and embrace me. That is the bond I have with my children. So this is how I play my fatherhood.
So, one of my favorite pictures of you is you in the kitchen with one of the kids on your back with a cloth tied around you. And I mean, I guess it gives us a picture of how hands-on you are as a father. But I want to talk about your relationship with your daughters. What, in the first place, what is it like? And how much of who you are to them do you feel like will shape their choices as they grow, as in who they'll marry, the kind of wives they'll be, the kind of bosses they'll be? You know, there's just the effect that your role will have on them as daughters.
I think I'm having too many problems with my children because their standard of men, when I'm talking to them, is becoming too higher.
Is that because of you?
It's because of me.
There you go,
my children look at me and tell me that I want to marry a man like you, but you are too tough. And I can see it plain. I was telling one of my daughters that, hey, look, we are not the same. You need to be humble. You need to lower yourself. Men are men. So if you take certain stand, you might miss out because you cannot get me in another man, but yeah, just use me as an example. So most of the mistakes a lot of women do when they date me, they go looking for me in another man, and that is very challenging. My types are not many. So that's what I'm teaching my children through my experience.
Okay.
And they are tough daughters. I have very tough daughters. And very disciplined ones, of course. I give the credit to their mothers.
Right. So as much as you advise them that don't look for me in a man, what are some of the specific qualities that you have that you wish your children will find or your daughters will find when they are choosing the men that they'll spend the rest of their lives with?
I feel a man that respects them. I told them that a man that respects you, a man who is responsible. A responsible man and a man that respects you. These two qualities are very, very important. Be careful how you settle with a man who doesn't respect you. Be careful how you settle with a man who is not responsible. Be careful how you settle with a man who is an opportunist. These are the qualities traits you have to look out for.
Chairman, the boys are saying that you have to probably lower the bar. This morning we're joined by Dr. Daniel Macaulay, who's executive chairman of McDan Group of Companies. Now that they are looking for people they're looking for same qualities in the next people.
Yes.
But you've talked about, your children respecting men, and you, respecting their husband and their husbands also respecting them. You are one who believes in polygamy. You're training your daughters to also believe in polygamy?
Well, for me, it's about responsibility and being happy. Polygamy, for me, it's not an issue. You can be a single wife and be very miserable. You can marry Dr. Macaulay and be the happiest woman in the whole wide world. Which one do you choose? So I'm teaching them to marry responsible men who make them happy.
Okay.
That is what I ask them to look out for. And in life, what you accept never make you unhappy. What you don't accept always make you unhappy. So it's what you accept.
Okay. So is there anything that you probably, I mean, yes, I know that you're still fathering, but you look back and probably think there are a few things you can change when it comes to how you father your children?
When I was a young man, when I was a boy, I was too tough. And I don't know, because of my environment and where I was trained, because my mother was very tough. I carried that same toughness when I was a boy, maybe having 2, 3, 4 children. But now I think I'm a man. I apply more wisdom to my actions.
Okay. Anyway, Dr. Daniel Macaulay, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
And a happy birthday again.
Happy birthday to you again.
Thank you.
Great.
I'm very grateful.
You're welcome. That's Dr. Daniel Macaulay.
Winston, you know what's interesting? On Wednesday on Strong and Sassy, when we spoke about fathers, this same issue came up about the standards that fathers can give so that their children or their daughters are looking for, those very same things, and then it becomes, almost unattainable. So it was interesting when he mentioned it. But then again, it also just really buttresses the point that the role of the father is so important in the life of your daughters, who they will marry, and the life of your sons, because it also determines the kind of fathers that they would be or the kind of husbands that they would be. And it's absolutely amazing when I see men so involved in their children's lives and just doing the best they can. And today we really, really, really want to appreciate all our fathers and to say we love you, we're grateful, keep doing a good job. And the single dads out there, those who are braiding their children's hair in the morning and, bathing for the kids and ironing. And I know a few single fathers, and sometimes by the time they drop their children off at school, you can see that it's like they've run a marathon, like they are tired.
No, in fact, even if you are not single, and by the time you pick them from school and get home,
you're
tired. Because they're not going to tell you everything that happened in school.
And the questions and the daddy,
what is this? What is this? Why is this one like this?
Exactly.
You say, keep quiet and let's go home. Anyway, we'll be right back after these messages.
Funny, yeah.
I hope you remember what they did on their 5th anniversary with a 555 figure and even the power of 8.
Then this will be a 10-day thing.
That is right. We are going on a 10-day adventure in Dubai on a chartered Emirates flight full of Adansi travelers from 10th to 19th August. And starting from $1,650, you can be part of this Adansi-licious 10th anniversary tour. The rate covers flights, hotel accommodation, breakfast, visa, airport transfer, tours, and Adansi at 10 mega party at Dubai Desert Camp with the legendary Samini.
Adansi Travelers Tour. It's the vibe, the 10th anniversary.